I'm about to experience my first ride in a self-driving car, and I think we're about to hit the road. My first self-driving Uber. Here we go. That's so strange, but interesting. Isn't that the future? Uber has kind of launched this trial in Pittsburgh to see, how the self-driving cars are doing on the road. But now there's a next step. You guys are officially launching in San Francisco. Can you take me through what we're going to be seeing and what's a little bit different from Pittsburgh?
I would say we've graduated Pittsburgh. We've spent a few months there on the initial pilot. We've learned so much. So what we're essentially announcing is we'll have a handful of self-driving Uber in San Francisco available for users to actually call through the Uber app. Those Ubers will still have a safety driver or a vehicle operator to monitor the car at all times, but a passenger can basically scoot back, take a normal Uber ride, this time with self-driving technology involved.
We are literally driving in a computer, right?
We are, kind of, yeah. So there's the computers behind us that is doing all the computing. You can see the laser spinning.
And what's happening with that?
So this basically sends sort of an invisible laser beam into the environment around us. You can think about it as a point cloud, exactly what we're seeing there. Basically millions of points that describes exactly everything on the road.
Research shows that over half Americans are not ready to trust self-driving cars. What do you have to do to convince people like me that the technology's there and that this is the future?
I think the best way to make progress is to allow people to experience that, to touch the cars.
Most of the time you almost forget that you're in a self-driving car. Then there are the moments where, it makes the noise and the driver has to take over, or maybe it gets a little wobbly. Oh, see, like that.
The other, and the onus is on us as the developers, to set a very high bar from a safety perspective. We have more than 1 million deaths from road accidents every year globally. We text while we drive, we drink while we drive, we don't pay attention. All of that can go away.
Who's teaching a self-driving car ethics? If the car has to make a decision, if it's going to crash, it's going to hurt me or the people on the street. How are you guys handling those questions?
It's very hard for us as human beings to make those gut calls. It's going to be very hard for computers to do that because the amount of data is not perfect. If we get to that situation, which hopefully we can avoid, I think that's a collective effort by us and the industry and regulators to set the bar on how should the cars handle themselves in those situations.
As someone who's building this really innovative technology that's coming, no doubt, what do you tell the folks who are worried about automation taking their jobs?
Uber has been able to create millions of jobs. I don't fundamentally believe that will necessarily completely change. Every time a wave of automation has actually entered an industry, it created a lot of other jobs in the process. People that can maintain and help maintain those cars. We're talking about a massive deployment of cars that are roaming the streets 24/7. The future is not, it's all human or all robot. The network is really hybrid, working very coherently between those cars and between the drivers, because the reality is we need both.
So this is the future.
The future is here.